Welcome in, guys. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome back if you're returning back and you're upright in your heart. I bless you. If you're brand new, I do a different type of a work here, and it could come across very offensive to you. But unless you stick around and understand what's going on, then you're going to absolutely just, I don't know, maybe even have a cow at some of the stuff that comes out. I don't really know, but I care about fighting for upright things and people that are being hurt. And I don't know if you've ever been in the military or not. I'm in the military of God. It's the same concept. God has warriors, and I'm not religious or anything. I could come across extremely heavy that way. I'm not. But I do know who my God is, and he is a God of war to fight against disgusting evil energy. Like people trying to take advantage of you and I, stuff like that. And so we are in the earth as children of God to fight those types of energies that are extremely real and infiltrated in people that have opened up to demonic stuff. And it really does come from a different dimension. It plays out in this realm. And, you know, there's real wars that are going on in the earth all day long, and people are sitting back in their homes while other people are fighting hardcore bloodshed nonsense, while some people don't even give a rip that somebody's out there on the front line for them, for their freedom and stuff like that. And same goes spiritually. A lot of people say, I'm in the army of God, and they do nothing to really get up and do what God tells them to do spiritually, to get on the front line and fight a real war. And those of you who do, you're not alone. I stand with you to push back the devil. The Most High reminded me when Elisha was in the chariot with another person, and they were surrounded by the armies, and the person was literally having a cow. And Elisha asked God, open his eyes, because there's more of us than there are of them. And they were looking in the natural realm. That other person in the chariot was like, oh my God, we're surrounded all over the place. And Elisha went higher than this realm. And he's asked God, open his eyes to let him realize there's actually more of us than there are of them that is around us. And I don't care what kind of a war. I'm fighting a war like no one is ever in. I don't know, unless you're in my shoes and you know what I'm going through. I'm fighting something that is beyond this realm in a very physical, spiritual way. And I stand on the front lines here, and I don't know. I just, I'm dealing with somebody who's been oppressive to me. I have no food except for a bag of flour for pancakes to eat. People got my things and think that they're just going to oppress me. And we're just waiting for you to be out on your feet because we messed with your vehicle so that you couldn't go anywhere. We know it's going to be towed off in 24 hours when you can't pay your hotel room that we made you get stranded in. No, God's going to some way, somehow come through, because there's more of us than there are of you. That's stupid that people are doing the crazy to people in the earth realm. And people don't realize that this is a warfare channel. I don't know what you think a war is supposed to look like, but a war is a war. And either you fighting for upright things and telling people to shut up, you're not doing that to another person. Or you're just on that side thieving and being some kind of crazy creep, and God's going to consume you in the end, because first person that lays their hand on me in any way, shape, or form, I've already prayed that the wrath of God come up on that person and every person that's connected to that person and the whole city that's connected to that person. Because God gives a warning to people doing nasty things to people that want uprightness and walk uprightness in the earth. And you are, obviously people don't care. We're told to kill the Amalekites and to not forget to kill them. From generation to generation, I will kill you. I have a biblical right, and that word will stand up in the court of law. And what you've done to me is wrong. You're going to die for trying to touch me. I have rights to be able to eat today. You people have a right to give me my stuff and to meet a need. I need shelter right now. Who's going to get up and go down below and give me some shelter and some food? Who's going to do it? Because if you don't do it, you're none of God's, and you're up for a great big judgment by Him. I take my rights, and you, if it's you, you have a right for people to come rescue you as well if you're standing with God. This is ridiculous. What's going on? Don't you dare say Jesus, I love you. First of all, His name ain't Jesus. The J is not even, it's only like 1,500 years old, something like that. It was invented. The J, that could have never been His name. His name is not Jesus. I remember the first time I heard that, how devastated I was, all the stuff that I've been talking about. And I've been going through this for the last 10 or 12 years. Sorry. God began to wake me up. And so I know what I'm talking about when I get up in here and give some heavy reviews of what God showed me in the book. And I remember how I felt learning some stuff that I was like, oh my God. Everything that I believed in is nothing but a freaking lie, and how devastated that was to me. But God says, I'm going to tell you the truth. And didn't realize how freaking hard it was to get other people to understand what you're worshiping out here, folks, isn't the truth. It's paganistic nonsense that half the world is raising their hands to and thinking that they're praising the God of the heavens, and you ain't. Anyway, whatever. Most said, what do you want to bring out here? Jehovah, I just asked for you to send me some food and some shelter today, that you would talk to at least one person that has your true ruach and not afraid of filthy, demon-infested maggots. They don't run the world. The earth belongs to you, Abba. Look, people, I'm being reminded of Noah again. He preached for like 120 years that it's fixing to rain, and it had never even rained on the earth. They had never even seen such a thing. It was crazy to people. Some of the things that are going on in some people's life, they're trying to get some people to wake up to some stuff. People had never seen it, heard it before. God ain't gonna do that. And Noah heard from God. 8 people made it out of the whole earth when the flood came. Only 8. Now, we're told it's going to be like the days of Noah. There were giants in the land back in them days. We know that there's spirits in the earth. We can see them from this realm. They've been captured on film, like I always talk about, which were at one time people just like you in the earth, and they got cut off from God, and they're in that dimension in a holding place, waiting for the day of their destruction. And we're right here at the brink of all this stuff fixing to take place. And we got people just sitting here just watching some nonsense go on. Whatever you people do it, whatever you people don't get it, just do what's right. Understand you got more power than some demon. But you're going to get flooded with the fire this time, and it'll be a nuclear ending. We're told in the prophecy that it will be, and that people's eyeballs will just sink down in their eye sockets and their tongue will just fry in their mouth. That's nuclear talk. That's nuclear stuff. At the same time, we're the people of God, and we've got recorded documents and evidence, and we know that we'll go through the fire and we will come out. We won't even smell like the smoke, because the Most High is our shield. So if you really do serve the true God, you'll stand up regardless what you and I face. I've learned how to be content when I'm hungry and when I'm not. Have you? Some people are like, well, if I do something, then this is going to be taken away. It's all going to be taken away because you're in your fear, and God says your worst fear will come upon you. So there's really no way out of something here. You either are righteous or you're not. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna make it to the Father. Though none go with me, still I will follow. Still I will follow. I know that I've heard from you, just like many other people are having to stand by themselves, knowing that they told you to do something off the freaking wall. You even tell us in the scripture, if I told you what I was going to do, you wouldn't even believe me. And they don't believe me, and you're right. You're right, but they don't. They don't. They absolutely don't. But they're going to get on their knees when the thing begins to take place and say, I believe you now. And it's going to be so freaking too late for the people. What do you want to bring out here, Most High? How dare you be on my channel and watch me talk about hunger and shelter, and you just watch. Get off my channel right now, because you're the damnation of the earth. Unless you make a deposit to help somebody eat today and have some shelter and make a way to me to rescue me out of this earth, you are under a judgment of God. Get off my channel, folks. May the wrath of God come upon you even right now. Because you're in error. You're in error. The knight in shining armor. This is a very kind individual. If they're upright. Can be a police card. Whatever that means anymore. The little mischievous nonsense is out here. Well, that little mischievous nonsense, the little page is in the reverse. This gonna get you killed, man. You're a freaking ditch out here with that energy. This is, maybe for some of y'all, there's a little teenager or something involved in something. I don't really know. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse is out here. Something about somebody's commitment is, well, somebody got somebody mischievous around a commitment out here. Or your kids being mischievous. There's inheritances and things. If this money situations, it's been done in wickedness by mischievous stuff, or somebody is trying to do something stupid out here, and you're under a judgment of God. Do I make myself clear? Can you hear today? May your hand be amputated off of you for acting like you can sit here and play some stupid game in the earth realm being crazy. Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Well, anyway, that's somebody don't got no peace. Ain't my fault, and ain't anybody else's fault. You either get some peace by saying what you need to say in all uprightness and get out of this stupid, creative, confident, mischievous nonsense. It's dumb. But we deal with dum-dums in the earth, folks. We really are dealing with a bunch of dum-dums. We're dealing with Canaanites, the Amalekites, the people of God's wrath, the children of wrath that don't get it. They are dumb. God says there's a whole group of people that they don't have no understanding. They dum-dums. Oh, they might be able to do all kinds of fractions and book smart, but they dumb in God's eyes spiritually. You're an idiot. Don't care about your credentials. Get saved. Call out to God. What you're doing in this realm is going to affect your insurance in the eternal realm. And I will not have your blood on my hands. Regardless of not you understand where I'm coming from, I love people enough to warn them in a harsh, rude awakening. As long as you freaking wake up and live and not die, that's all I care about. You trying to hurt somebody who's trying to help you. Show me this stupid message, Most High. Somebody is trying to get somebody to open up here. Okay, well, you either going to open up in all uprightness and tell this ditch to shut up now. I don't know what this is about, but somebody's got anxiety around something that they've done here, around some type of stupid commitment, money and inheritances and assets and stuff like that. Now they got to come traipsing out here on some stuff, and somebody needs to put their freaking foot in this ditch's mouth like God said yesterday. They're a whore. He called them a whore because they don't keep the commandments of God. God called it. The doggy dog. All right, well, anyway, it's a perverted piece of nutcase out here. Dogs are unclean. Look, all the money is out here. It ain't yours. Somebody has a friend out here that's very controlling. When the dog comes, that's a control freak, attacking, perverted piece of nutcase. At the same time, it is also a card of protection as well. And so somebody's going to get up in here and protect. If this is a fair individual, they won't let this ditch do anything. They'll do what's right to protect something. They won't be moved by some ditch. You and I are not to be moved by a stupid, nasty, filthy, unclean bitch. This female piece of bitch out here. That's the correct definition of the word, and that's how it's come through my spirit. What's hidden here? It's probably a black widow attached to something. Some widow energy is out here. Something's happened. If you've heard a widow in any way, shape, or form, if they were standing with the Most High God, and that money is connected to where this widow thing is, either something's happened to a widow or somebody's lost their spouse somewhere. If they were upright, you got help to pay with God because He has a lot to say about that. If this is a black widow, you're going to damnation. You just don't have, I don't know, any hope. You crazy somewhere with that stupid stuff, if that's what's going on. They're in the hidden space. Something about this widow is here. The doctor is hidden. You work for a doctor. You have the houses here. So there is somebody trying to get somebody to open up, do something. They need to go to a psycho ward, man. There's hospital energy. There's a doctor here. Somebody losing their husband as well, or they did, or again, it's a black widow, or something's happened to a widow, whether they be upright or not. Why is this doctor? This is about getting advice. Somebody in the hidden is getting advice as well. So we've seen all this money come out here. Money coming out the bag. Money all over the table, stashed up in places here. It's in the reverse here. Somebody's done something out here. They know what they've done. There's jewels and there's a bunch of stuff that's been out here. And the thievery energy came out today on the other channel today. And somebody just thinks that they have a right to be some type of stupid ditch for it. And no, you don't. You're going to give it back. You're freaking going to give it back. Either you're beneficial or you're not, man. Either you're going to protect something for upright purposes, or you're going to get the hand of God smacked down on you so freaking hard. There's the wife stepping out to do something card. Okay, well, you go ahead and step out and do something. Either you're stepping out and do something for upright purposes. At the bottom of the deck in the hidden space, this goes two ways. In the negative of this card is somebody trying to take advantage of you. And no, we will not allow you. It shows it right here. Some stupid idiot, foul bitch is out here. Whether they be a police officer or not, don't care what your freaking fake badge says if that's what you are. If you're upright, whoever this fair person is, they're going to catch this ditch and get them bent somewhere for something that they freaking have done. In the upright of this card, this is helping and being beneficial here. And somebody in the hidden, for positive or negative, whoever you are, is getting some type of an advice to do something out here, and it better be all upright, or you're gonna wish it had been. Show me more in the hidden space. We're sick and tired of stupids. We're sick and tired of stupids. We have a right to have what's ours. You don't have a right to put your hands on people's projects, inheritances, homes. You don't have a right. You have no right, no leg to stand on at all. What else should I bring out here? There is danger and there is hidden intentions out here. Yeah, there is, and you're in danger. So somebody's friend does not like you. Because a dog can represent a loyalty card, but you have a Jezebel somewhere when dogs come out. You do. And God's putting the sickle in on somebody's nonsense out here with this treachery trying to go on. Okay, and then their stars is here. So you deal with somebody who's trying to act some type of a way, but they're perverted. Somebody's a freak and they're perverted. You have no right to be crazy around other people's things. There's plots going on out here. That's a plot card. Okay, you go ahead and do whatever. You're fixing to die, and I hope. I have prayed and prayed and prayed. Whatever, because only God knows my tomorrow and yours. But I have prayed and prayed and prayed. If somebody comes upon me, you will just give me the satisfaction to rip them from limb to limb, because they deserve to be ripped from limb to limb. Because that is the people of God's curse out here doing some stupid, disgusting. I don't care how old the person is. It could be a teenager, and I'll take them out. For self-defense on what you freaking have done with me, and I'll back it up by the word of God, because you're stupid, nasty out here, and whatever this crap is about today on anybody's life. You have no freaking right to be crazy around somebody. You unclean beast. The mob being exposed. You will go to prison. You will burn, brand, charred, burning to the skin. We deal with people that, for some of y'all, this fraud situation going on with maybe a house fire. There's a bunch of money out here, but people branding other people's work and stuff is also out here. It was never theirs, ever. Okay, we've got the mob out here. We got somebody literally did something to their family. Or I guess I'm talking to my family members that are nothing but dung eaters of the earth, to try to think that you could kill me when God is on my side. That's freaking filthy of you. For anybody's family to do that nonsense. The housekeeper came out today. Well, there's somebody in your house, folks, and the word gold came out today. Look at all this money that's out here. And some of y'all got a housekeeper. You really need to watch them. Somebody says, I look at you with hearts in my eyes. That's the stupidness here. Nah, no, they don't. No, or no, they didn't. If this past energy. Nope, no, they don't. No, they don't. There's a truthful person. They take advantage of people. They sure do. The asteroid. So God says this is a rigid star. We have somebody that's got hidden intentions out here, and there's danger out here. They're in danger of God, because God says He'll throw down fire and brimstone on those who love to go do violence, and somebody just loves it to be some type of idiot out here. It's time for this person to be chopped. Says somebody that you love is coming towards you today. They better be truthful. Somebody better be able to get up in here and take care of some type of stupid nonsense that's trying to go on out here, folks. To bore a hole with pain and to kill somebody is out here. Okay, well, you better watch out, because God's going to bore a hole right through you, you piece of filth. Vomit, sick. Okay, well, the dog, God says a fool is like a dog who returns to vomit. God also says that the word vomit will trace you back to homosexuality, and a dog's meaning spiritually is a homosexual as well. And some nasty filth bag out here. And anyway, there is a truthful person out here, and that is widely known out here and respected. Thank you for being that way. I need to talk to you. Forceful communicator. Somebody have to be forceful to some filth bag out here, and I'm sorry. It better be truthful, folks. It really better be truthful. A monster. A monster is out here, folks. I don't know how anybody can sit here day after day for over a year now, listening to somebody who's put their hand out and said, what is this about? Come just sit down, talk to me. I'll give you mercy on whatever. Tell me what this stuff is about. Nobody comes forward. And then it's went from being nice to trying to negotiate things to outright war now out of my mouth on my platforms. And a monster sitting here watching somebody needing help, needing rescue, needing food, needing shelter, and some freak bag, nasty, twisted ditch is out here thinking they rule the freaking world, and they're nasty out here. And people just sitting here watching this. Y'all are filthy to me. that just day in and day out watch and do nothing, you're going to see the biggest explosive thing when you go out into eternity, because you're filth before God. Freaking monster. A bully. Well, I'm going to bully you right back, you filthy piece of nutcase. Something connected with car races are out here. Plagues are coming. Plagues are coming to you. There's danger out here on some people. Let us not forget that a couple weeks ago, God said for me to tell people that natural disasters were on their way, and then the first hurricane came. God's not messing around. He brought natural disasters out on this channel yesterday as well. So you all just go right ahead and do whatever. Something connected with the train, or you work for the railroad yard or something. An Aries is coming out here. For some of us, there's an Aries that is an outright freaking monster. Yes, she is. There is a positive force at work, God Almighty says. Thank you, Most High. And there's a runaway teen that's involved in something, and somebody's finding some truth out here today. Okay. Those of you who are upright in this energy out here that's doing upright things, it's going to expose something. Somebody's finding some truth to expose something, and God's going to be with you to do the right thing. Every person involved in this nonsense is filthy, dirty, demonic, treacherous, and whatever. You got plagues coming to you. And there is no escape out of it. You've already had chances and chances and chances to make a thing right. You just sit here like a freak and a monster. You just go right on ahead and be a freak and a monster in the earth realm. Because you're a giant at that point. You're perverted. The Hagalahs and the Tiwas. There's H and the T. Hate is out here. Yeah, and God hates you too. God has enemies. He said those who hate him, he's going to get up in your face. It's going to be with his angels and his saints in this last time war right on the front lines with this forceful communication tell you to go right to the pit of hell. This is the truth about something and clarity. This also hitting the target, and somebody was bored through, okay, some way, shape, or form, and hit by gun or whatever, then something's out here. There's danger out here on some stuff, but the truth is out here in clarity, and it says it over here as well. And then this is a caution and a damage. It's a baby rune, and a rune that talks about somebody who had an abortion. Somebody got pregnant, and there's damage on the person because of it. God says that gives you a snake bite. And so that's, you deal with some type of stupid cuckoo out here on something taking place. And people are ignorant about abortions, and all you can do is find the truth and repent, and may God have mercy upon you. But if y'all are going to fight for killing kids, then you're into sacrificing. And you'll just have to find out the truth of what I say is the truth. And you can go ahead and hate all you want. You hate because you're a murderer out here. God can save a murderer, but if that's, I mean, if you've got pride inside of you so freaking bad, you don't want to look at the truth. You're headed down damnation. All this money is going to kill you out here. It's not even yours. It's freaking not even yours, fool. Get me some money right now. Whoever's behind has got my stuff. Give me some shelter. It's mine, and it does not belong to you. Yehovah, you said all who call out upon your name shall be saved, and everything stolen shall come back to us. And I take my rights with the force. Take it back. You're under judgment. If you don't do it right now, you're under a freaking judgment. May the face of God get right up in your freaking face and devour you, because you will be devoured, you filthy, nasty excrement.